Hello everyone, my name is Diksha and I am from the Bodhi Academy. I'll be taking some chapters from 11th chemistry and today I'm going to start with the chapter hydrocarbons. So this is one of the important chapter from organic chemistry. Okay, now what are hydrocarbons? The name itself tells us the meaning of the word hydrocarbons. Hydro means hydrogen and carbon means carbon. So hydrocarbons are the compounds which contain carbon and hydrogen. Okay, so we are having carbon and hydrogen in the hydrocarbons. Okay, so now in day-to-day life we have different type of hydrocarbons that we are using. Okay, for example we have LPG, CNG. These are the fuels that we are using. Now we are using LPG as a domestic use in the kitchen, okay, and also we are using CNG in vehicles as a fuel. So these are the gases which contain hydrocarbons. Okay, so hydrocarbons can be used in many ways in our daily life. So we are going to study more about the hydrocarbons in detailed study of hydrocarbons. Okay. So hydrocarbons they are classified as three types. Now we have already learned some basic concepts of these hydrocarbons in 10th standard chapter, that is carbon and its compounds. Now we will see the more about it. Okay, so in hydrocarbons we have basically the three types of hydrocarbons. Okay, so depending upon the carbon-carbon chain or carbon-carbon bond. Now we have, this is the single bonded carbons. Okay, so and these are the double bonded carbon. So we have single bond carbon and we have double bonded carbon. So depending on the carbon-carbon bond or carbon-hydrogen bond, we have the different types of hydrocarbons. So first we are going to see the single bonded carbon-carbon and the carbon-hydrogen, that is alkanes. So alkanes are basically the hydrocarbons which are having single bond. So carbon, this is one of the example of single bonded hydrocarbon. Okay, this is one of the example of alkane. Okay, we will going to see more about it later, but I have just given the example of the alkane. Okay, the name of this alkane is propane. Now what are alkanes? Alkanes are the straight chain or branch chain hydrocarbons, okay, which are open chain, which are not closed. Okay, so alkanes are open chain hydrocarbons with single bonds and they are also known as saturated hydrocarbons. Okay, now saturated means the bond is single here. So alkanes are also called as saturated hydrocarbons. And the other type we have, that is the unsaturated hydrocarbons or the alkenes. So unsaturated means what? When you are having double or triple bond. Those are called as unsaturated hydrocarbons. And the next category that we are having is aromatic hydrocarbons. Now what are aromatic hydrocarbons? Aromatic or arenes. That means they are having the closed chain, that is a cyclic chain, plus they are having the unsaturation in that. That means the double bonds in cyclic chain of hydrocarbons. Okay, so we are going to see about the alkenes and arenes, that are the aromatic hydrocarbons, in the next part. So today we will see about the alkanes. Now we have the first alkane that we are having, okay, that is having the one carbon, that is methane. So CH4, this is the first alkane that we have and that is called as methane. Now how we get the methane? When we combine carbon with 4 hydrogen. Now this we have already seen in the previous classes, that carbon has the valency 4, that means it can combine with 4 hydrogen atoms. So here we have 4 hydrogen atoms that are bonded with single bond to the carbon. So it forms CH4, that is methane. Now This is the first alkane that we have, okay, in the alkane series, Now if we cancel this hydrogen, if you take out this hydrogen and in place of that, if we attach one more CH3, that is, see, if we remove this hydrogen, we are left with 1, 2, 3. That means CH3. We are left with CH3. So if we are going to attach one more CH3 over here, that is C, H, H and H. We are getting one more carbon here, right? So we are having 2 carbons now. Now we can write this formula as C2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, H6. Okay. So before this we have seen CH4, that is methane, having 1 carbon. Now next we have seen the hydrocarbon having 2 carbons with 6 hydrogen, that is, and this is called as ethane. Okay. So this is methane, this is ethane. Now again, if you continue doing the same thing, that is removing this hydrogen and attaching CH3 to it, you will get one more carbon and you will get the total 3 carbons in the chain, and that chain will be called as propane. So if you keep on adding more and more carbons, you will be getting the longer and longer chain, and the names will be, first is methane, then is ethane, propane, then it will depend on the number of carbon atoms and hydrogen atoms you are going to add to the chain. Okay. So first is methane, then we will get ethane, then will propane. So we will write the structure of propane here. So we are having this is our ethane, right? This is the ethane. Now if you remove this hydrogen, and if you write one CH3 here, if you add one CH3 here, you get total 3 carbons. And along with that, how many hydrogens we are getting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So C3H8. This is the formula of propane. Okay. So first is methane, then is ethane, propane, butane, pentane. So these are the higher alkanes. Butane, pentane, then hexane, heptane. Okay. Then octane we have nonane and decane. So these are up to 10 carbons. So when you are having 10 carbons along with the respective hydrogen atoms, it is called as decane. Now we have seen that this methane, ethane, propane, they are having the structure like this. CH4 means this structure. So this can be arranged in only one way. That is, this is the single way of arranging methane. If you add one carbon and if you write hydrogens, this is ethane, right? So here also this is the one single way of arranging the carbon and hydrogen atoms, right? So now next part we will see about the nomenclature and isomerism of the alkanes. Okay, nomenclature means according to the IUPAC rule that we are going to give the names to the compounds. That is a nomenclature. And isomerism means isomers you must have studied in the lower classes. Isomers means the compounds having the same formula but different structural arrangement. That are the isomers. So in lower alkanes like methane, ethane, propane, we have only one arrangement of carbon and hydrogen atoms. So we can't arrange the atoms in different way. So but in higher alkanes like butane, pentane, hexane, okay, we'll take an example of butane here. What is the formula for butane? Okay, before that we will see the general formula of alkane. Now we are having CH4, that is methane, right? This is methane. Now C2H6 is what? Ethane. So how many carbons are there here? 1 carbon. How many hydrogens are there? 4 hydrogen. And in this case we have 2 carbons and 6 hydrogen. So how many more carbons we have added to do this C2? Only 1 carbon we have added, right? To this carbon we have added 1 carbon atom, and these are 4 hydrogens, and here there are 6 hydrogens. So we have added 1 carbon and 2 hydrogen atoms. Okay, so we have added one CH2 group to this CH4 to get C2H6. So this is CH4 plus CH2 and we got C2H6, that is ethane, and this was methane. So we have added CH2 group to this methane to get the ethane, right? Now if you add CH2 group to this ethane, what we will get? C2 sorry, C2 plus CH2 we have. So C2 and one more C. So how many C we have? 3C we have. And how many H we have? 6H plus 2H means 8H. So C3H8. So how many carbon and hydrogen we are having here? 3 carbons and 8 hydrogens. That means this compound, that is, this is the formula of which compound? This is the formula for propane. Carbon, the hydrocarbons having 3 carbons. So this is propane. Now what we observe from this method, that when you add CH2 to methane, you get ethane. When you add CH2 to ethane, you get propane. So these are the formulas which we are getting here. They are called as homologous series. Okay, they are called as what? Homologous series. Why homologous series? Because when we add this CH2 to each hydrocarbon, that is either methane, ethane, propane, any hydrocarbon, you are going to get the next hydrocarbon. That is, if you add CH2 to methane, you are going to get ethane. If you add CH2 to ethane, you are going to get the propane. So that's why it is called as the homologous series. Okay. So now we will see the general formula of hydrocarbons. What is the general formula of hydrocarbons? Now we are having CH4 here. Okay. We are having C2H6 here. Okay. So now how we are getting this CH4, C2H6? The general formula for this is CnH2n plus 2. This is the general formula. So if you take 1 over here, it is C1H21 plus 2. That is C into 1 is 1 and H 2 plus 2 is 4. So when you take N is equal to 1, we get CH4. Let us take N is equal to 2. So if you take N is equal to 2, then we will get C2H. This is 2 into N plus 2, right? So it will be 2 into 2 plus 2, which will be equal to C2H4 plus 2, that is 6. So this is the general formula that we use to find the hydrocarbons or to get the formula for hydrocarbons. Okay. So likewise we can put this formula in higher hydrocarbons, like if you want to take N is equal to 7. Okay, and if you want to know how many carbons and how many hydrogens are there, you can use this formula, like CnH2n plus 2 we have, right? So we can take C into 7, H 7 plus 2. That means C7, 2 into 7 is 14. So H 14 plus 2 is 16. So C7H16. Now which formula is this? Since number of carbons are 7, this is the heptane. Okay. So we are using this formula. We can find the number of carbons and number of hydrogen in any hydrocarbon. Next, we are going to see the nomenclature of alkenes. So, we have seen the nomenclature of basic alkenes, that is methane, ethane, propane. These were the basic alkenes. Now, we are going to see the nomenclature of branched, ring and straight chain alkenes. Okay. Now, we have seen the lower alkenes like methane, ethane, propane. Now, higher alkenes, if we suppose we take, okay, they will be having the longer chain. Now, if we take example of butane. What is the formula for butane? It is since it is butane, we are having the formula actually is CnH2n plus 2. So butane means carbon having the hydrocarbon having 4 carbon atoms. So C4H2n plus 2. 2n, now n is 4, right? So 2n plus 2 means 2 into 4 plus 2. So 4 into 2 is 8 and plus 2 is 8 plus 2 is 10. So here in place of H, 10 will come. So the butane formula is C4H10. Now let us draw the structure of butane. So we are having how many carbon atoms? 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 carbon atoms. And how many hydrogen we have? We have 10 hydrogen. So for each carbon, if you draw bond, single bond between each carbon, we are having one bond in between the each carbon. Now here we can write 3 hydrogens to complete the valency. Also here we can write 2 because we are having 2 bonds already here. Here we can write 2 and here 3. So this is the structure of butane. Now this structure of butane we can arrange in this manner, right? That is, carbons are arranged in straight chain. Now if we take, we can take this one of this carbon below the chain. That is, this is arranged in straight chain. So the name of this is N-butane. Okay, the name of this butane is N-butane. Now why it is not named simply as butane here? Because we can have the structure of butane in 2 ways. That is, this is a straight chain and another one is a branched chain. So we are having carbons arranged in the straight chain over here. So if you remove this carbon and if you add hydrogen over here, okay, and that other carbon if we take here, okay, and if you write the remaining hydrogens over here, then this will become the branched structure of butane. Okay, I'll show it in more clear way. See, 1, 2, 3. Okay, in previous case we have drawn all the 4 carbons in straight chain. Now in this case we can take 1 carbon below. So if you have taken 1 carbon below, this will be H, this will be H. This is H, this is H and this is H. Now for this carbon, how many bonds we have? 1, 2, 3. So one more bond you have to write here. Here also same. For this carbon, 4 bonds are completed. Now for this carbon, we have only 1 bond. So we can write 3 hydrogens like this. So we are having this, the structure of butane in different way. Okay, in previous case we have seen the straight chain butane, that is straight chain alkane, and in this example we can see the branched chain alkane. So what will be the name of this? 1, 2, 3. Okay, these are the 3 carbons, and this carbon, now while giving the names, as you all have studied in the previous chapter, the previous term chapter, that is the basic principles of organic chemistry, the nomenclature that you all have studied in that chapter. So this carbon, this butane, okay, butane is having the carbon below this carbon. So now while writing the name, what do we see? The first thing we see the straight chain alkane, that is the straight chain of carbon. So here, which is the straight chain that we are having the longest chain? 1, 2, 3, having 3 carbons, because this is not coming in that chain, right? So this is the carbon which is attached to this chain. This acts as a substituent. So this is the straight chain that we are having, and to this straight chain this carbon is attached. Now we have to consider, while giving the IUPAC name, we have to consider this straight chain. Now it's having 3 carbons. 3 carbons means what will be the name of that alkane? Propane. So we are having propane, right? And we are having this carbon attached to this carbon. Okay. So if this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So this carbon is attached to which carbon? Second carbon. So we can give the name as, now this is CH3, no? So it is a methyl group. So 2-methyl propane. Okay, the name of this chain or this compound is 2-methyl propane. Now, in the IUPAC name, we can give the name as like this according to rules. But what about common name? What is the common name of this compound? Now, since when we are having 4 carbons, we term it as butane. Okay. Now, in straight chain carbon, we are having the name that is butane or N-butane. But if you have this branch chain and if you want to give the name in terms of common or general name, the name is here isobutane. Okay, the name is isobutane. Now, why the name is isobutane? Because this carbon, okay, this carbon which is substituent is attached to the carbon having 2 carbons, okay, 2 nearby carbons. So this carbon which is attached to this carbon and this carbon is attached to 2 more carbons. So when this carbon is attached to 2 carbons, it is called as secondary. So whenever we are having secondary structure, we give the name as iso. So isobutane. Now we will learn about this primary, secondary and tertiary also. So what is primary, what is secondary and what is tertiary? So primary carbon is the carbon which is attached to only 1 carbon. Now see, this carbon we have. So this carbon is attached to how many carbons? This carbon is attached to only 1 carbon here. So this carbon can be called as primary carbon. So we can name this as primary. Let us take example of this carbon. Now this carbon is attached to how many carbons? 1, 2, 3. So this carbon is bonded or attached to 3 carbons. So this can be named as tertiary carbon, right? This carbon is attached to how many carbon? This carbon is attached to only 1 carbon. This. So this can be named as primary carbon. And what is secondary carbon? Secondary carbon means if you have this compound, okay, this is propane. Now this carbon which you have, CH2, this carbon is attached to how many more carbons? This is attached to 1 carbon from this side and 1 carbon from this side. So this carbon can be called as secondary carbon. Okay, so this carbon is secondary carbon. Now we have seen about the nomenclature. Okay, and also with that we have seen the different structure of straight chain and branch chain. Means in that is the isomerism in compounds. Okay, so in straight chain we are having the carbons arranged in a straight manner, and in branch we are having the carbon and hydrogen arranged in branched manner. We have seen about the butane compound. Now next we will say about the pentane. So we have pentane, that is C5H12. This is the formula for pentane. Now how we can arrange these atoms? In a straight chain we can arrange them as C 5 times. Okay. Now let us write the hydrogen for it. So here 3 hydrogen, here 2 hydrogen, and here again 3 hydrogen. So we are having this structure. Now let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 hydrogen. So this is the structure of pentane. Okay. So pentane, this is the straight chain structure. Now in previous case we have seen about the butane, how we can arrange the atoms in straight chain as well as in branch chain. Okay, so in this pentane also we can have the arrangement of atoms in branch chain. So we are going to see the branch chain pentane. So this is a straight chain. If you remove this carbon from here, okay, and if you write 1 hydrogen here to balance the valency, so that 1 carbon we can write anywhere in between, like to this carbon and to this carbon also. Okay, so if you write that carbon here, okay, if you write that carbon here, we have to write the more 3 hydrogens here because we have to balance the valence. Now we are having, which is the straight chain now in this compound. The straight chain is having 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbons, because one carbon which was there that we have taken down here. So this can't be the straight chain carbon. So this acts as a substituent carbon now. So we are having straight chain with how many carbon atoms? 4 carbon atoms. Okay. So when we are having 4 carbon atoms, what is the name of that alkane? In previous case we have seen the straight chain of 4 atoms plus branch chain. So here we are having the branch chain with 4 carbons in straight chain. So this 4 carbons in straight chain, they are called as butane. The straight chain is called as butane. Plus we have this carbon as a substituent to that straight chain. So this acts as a substituent. Now let us give the numbering. Let us do the numbering. Now how you will start the numbering? You have to start the numbering from left hand side. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the 4th carbon. This is the straight chain having 4 carbon atoms. And the carbon, the substituent which is there, that is attached to the second carbon. Now we could have numbered the chain from this side, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. But we didn't do that. Why we didn't do that? Because here comes the rule. Okay, that is the lowest sum rule or lowest number rule. Now what does this rule states? That if the straight chain is given and if the substituents are attached to that straight chain, then you have to give the number in such a way that the substituted carbon should get the lower number. Okay. Now we have the substituted carbon as this carbon. Now if you start numbering from this side, we get 1, 2, 3, 4. So this get the second number. If you start numbering from this side, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will get the number 3. So 2 is more or 3 is more? Obviously 3 is more. So that's why we are giving the 2 number. That is the second position to this carbon. Now how you will name this? Since we have 4 carbons, the name will be, the alkane name will be butane. Alkane name is butane. And at second position we have this CH3 group. CH3 is methyl. So we can write 2 methyl butane. So this is the IUPAC name of this branched carbon chain. Okay. Now if you have to give the common name. So what will be the common name? In previous case also we have seen when this carbon is attached to carbon having 2 more carbons, that is a secondary carbon, then the name is iso. Okay. The name, the prefix that comes is iso. So here same thing is there like previous thing. So carbon is attached to this carbon having 2 more carbons attached. So this can be named as isopentane, not butane. Now you have to take the name of the chain in which we have all the carbon atoms. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon atoms. So that's why it will be isopentane. While writing the name of, while writing the common name or generic name, you have to write the total number of carbon atoms. Okay. So this is isopentane. So we have seen the straight chain compound of pentane. Then we have seen the branch chain. Now we have one more branched chain compound for pentane that we will see. Now if you take, now in previous case we have taken 4 carbon atoms in straight chain. Now we can take 3 carbon atoms. If you take 3 carbon atoms, what is the possibility that you can arrange the rest 2 carbon atoms to any one of the carbon? So if you have 3 carbon atoms, we are having 2 here. Okay. So if you take out this 2 and if you write that carbon, if you write this carbon at this position, okay, and if you take this carbon also and if you write at this position, this could be one way of arranging the 5 carbon atoms. Now let us write all the hydrogen atoms here. So these are all the hydrogen atoms that we have arranged here. Okay. So this is arranged in branch chain. Now we have one carbon and other 4 carbons which are attached to that one carbon. Okay, but total the formula remains same, C5H12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So carbon and hydrogen number remains the same, but the arrangement is different here. Okay, so arrangement is branched. So we can write this name as, now first thing what we do, we check the longest chain. So what is the longest chain here? Either 1, 2, 3 this chain or 1, 2, 3 this chain, because we are going to see the longest carbon chain. So if this is the longest chain, then this is first, second, third carbon. If this is the longest chain, then this is first, second, third carbon. Any way you can take, because both chains contain 3 carbons. So if you take this chain, we have 1, 2 and 3 carbons. So at second carbon, how many substituents we have? At second carbon, we have 2 substituents that are both are carbon. So this is one substituent, this is another substituent. So we can write this as, now since 3 carbons are there in this compound, the name of the chain or the suffix will be propane. Suffix will be propane. Now since we have at second position, we have 2 substituents, we can write them as 2, 2 dimethyl propane. Okay, 2, 2 dimethyl propane. So this is the IUPAC name of this compound. Now we have attached 2 substituents at second position. So that's why we have written 2, 2 dimethyl propane. Okay. And in general or in common way, we can call this as neopentane. Okay, we can call this as neopentane. Now the formula remains same, but the arrangement differs. So the common name is pentane only, but the prefix that comes is neo, because it is a tertiary carbons. Okay, yeah. So with this, this is the one part that that is of alkanes. The other part we will see in the next video. Thank you.